You do not have to fix everything at once. In fact, you shouldn't. Pick one area with the quickest win that's important enough to make a difference in your revenue numbers, and focus there first. Small, consistent upgrades beat big, exhausting overhauls.
Are you sitting in front of a pile full of tasks for your business, family, household, and everything else to do, and long for that to go away? The trick is creating passive income. Of course, there's some work to do behind the passive part, but working 20% compared to 120 completely turned around how I enjoyed life today. Great to have you here at the Crafters Online Business Playbook Pod. Are you ready to move the needle to work less and earn more? Grab your latest craft project, your favorite drink, and get ready to stitch together purpose, profit, and peace to create the life we want.
You know that moment when you open the junk drawer and you think, I should really sort this out, but you just push it closed again? Well, small businesses can be like that too. Cluttered, messy, and full of mystery items you forgot you owned. That goes double if your junk drawer is actually your workshop. Today, we're going to open that drawer, take a good look, and decide what stays and what needs a reboot. It's like the feeling when you finally clean out your closet. Mine is actually due for that again. The last time was after COVID, and I knew I wouldn't be heading back to an office. But I still kept some too many dress-up pieces for possible occasions. Suddenly, you can see what you own, you feel lighter, and you actually enjoy choosing what to wear again. That's what a business reboot does. Clears the clutter, gives you a fresh view of things, and makes running your business feel lighter because you're focusing only on what matters. You certainly heard that cluttered working spaces clutters the mind. I feel a total mess in mine just having to look at a messy room. Whether you're a solo creative or running a small team, doing a quick business audit keeps things healthy. We'll look at 6 core checkpoints, then we'll talk about quick, doable fixes you can start today. Once you've spotted the weak spots from your audit, we'll look at how to reboot each area with a fix so you know exactly how to make progress without burning yourself out. Simple, doable steps that actually move the needle. So let's start with an audit. Checkpoint 1, purpose and fit. First, to identify the problem, use a short audit questions and ask yourself, does this business still excite you? Does it align with your strengths and lifestyle? Or does it drain you instead of energizing you? If your business feels like those jeans you loved 10 years ago, but you can't sit down in them now, it's time for a refit. I still have my favorite jeans from 20 years ago, and I look at them once in a while and I'm thinking I could try them on. I'll probably need a van to get everything down to the donation place. And by the way, have you ever done a strengths audit intentionally? There are some books out there and some assessments that you can take. There's one that I like especially. It's called the Colby A Index. It identifies what your natural instincts for taking action are, how you problem solve, and how you get things done when you're free to be yourself. Unlike normal personality or IQ tests, it focuses on your cognitive strengths, your doing energy, helping you work in ways that feel natural and productive for you. When these are clear, you'll save energy trying to explain yourself to your teammates, to your family members, why you do things a certain way, if you can even articulate that. It's just the way you instinctively do it, and when you can work in that energy, you can feel more free and you get easier into your flow. If everyone can work in their strengths, we would all have more energy. That's the whole other area we could talk about, but check in the show notes. I'll leave a link there so you can check it out. If you need to realign with your strengths and lifestyle, here's what you can do. Write down 3 tasks you love doing in your business, and then 3 that you dread. Either drop or delegate one dreaded task starting this month. Remember, only 20% of what we do is what creates 80% of the results. So narrow it down. Checkpoint 2, is your audience clear? Are you clear exactly who your person is? Who are you helping? So do a little audit. Could you describe your ideal customer in one sentence? Here's a hint. If your answer starts with anyone who, you're too vague. That's a red flag. If you haven't already formulated your I help statement, it's time to do that. So the reboot tip for that is to create one sentence. I help blank, that's the who, do blank, that's the what, so they can blank, which is the result. That's the statement. Drill down beyond I help decorate, or I help people decorate their homes. Which people? Use demographics, detailed, interests, areas maybe even. But clarify what your niche is and drill down, if possible, down to 3 levels to make sure you really know who it is you're talking to. Then use it everywhere so your ideal person instantly knows that you're talking to them. Website, socials, even when people ask you what you do, like an elevator pitch, which, by the way, can also be used in line at your local coffee shop. Checkpoint 3, is your offer relevant? Ask yourself, is what you sell still solving a problem your people actually care about right now? Is it timely? Or is there something new that can help them in their current situation? Your reboot tip would be, the best way would be to ask them. Survey your top customers, especially the ones who fit your I help statement. Ask them, what is your biggest struggle right now? Then use that feedback to tweak or bundle your offer to address their problem, or even pivot and recreate something totally new. Checkpoint 4, your visibility and marketing. Audit question. Do you have one consistent way to meet new people every week? If you're relying on hope marketing, aka post and pray, that's a problem. Inconsistent marketing equals an invisible business. So, tip, pick one core platform and commit to consistent posting. Don't try to be everywhere. Same concept as trying to talk to everyone. Just don't try that. It will not work. So where are your people hanging out? Where's your person? Look beyond just Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. Go where your people actually are hanging out. Could still be online, but it might be Pinterest. It might be places I don't even know that aren't really social, but people chat with each other there anyway. Just think about it. They could also be in your local coffee shop. Could be analog. So think about where they are and focus on that. Pro tip, batch 2 weeks worth of postings in one sitting. Schedule them and move on to better things. 2 whole weeks of freedom from the dreaded, what do I post today stress. It really changed it for me. Checkpoint 5, money and metrics. Ask yourself, are you tracking revenue, expenses, and net profit every month? And guessing is not a strategy. So a reboot tip, create a simple weekly dashboard. I don't suggest a sticky note, but it's definitely better than just glancing at your bank account and hoping it tells the whole story, which it won't. It doesn't give a clear picture. If you don't track, it's easy to overspend without realizing it. Excel or Google Sheets work well in the beginning and then add to it as you go. You can track those 3 numbers to begin, revenue, expenses, and profit. And then you want to look at closer metrics, like where are your buyers and leads coming from? How many am I getting from those places? Organic posting or paid ads, which creates the least work and cost value. Checkpoint 6, systems and tools. Audit question. Ask yourself, are you spending hours on tasks that could be automated or simplified? And is there someone who could help you do that in the best way so that you can focus on revenue generation? This is related to handing out tasks that you dread or that's not worth your time. For me, that looks like an automated email sequence, a contact list, a simple CRM with alerts, and a task manager. So I don't waste brain power trying to remember what's next. Is focus a challenge for you? Hello, ADD folks. Systems are absolute gold and will help you through a lot of problems. Beyond the automated systems that I use, I also am training up youth in the Philippines to learn how to be virtual assistants. And for me to wake up in the morning and see certain tasks have been done for me so that I can focus on what really matters, it helps me and it helps them. It's a win-win. It's such a helpful thing to think about when it's time to do that for you. Reboot tip. Automate one repetitive task this week. Posting, invoicing, reminders. Start with free tools until it's worth upgrading. We can chat about tools in a different episode. So wrapping up, you do not have to fix everything at once. In fact, you shouldn't. Pick one area with the quickest win that's important enough to make a difference in your revenue numbers and focus there first. Small, consistent upgrades beat big, exhausting overhauls, and you would feel overwhelmed. Check in after a week, then a month. Tweak what's needed, keep what's working, and drop what's not. Actually, this is something to do at the end of every week. Keep an eye on what's working and what is not, then optimize and tweak. If you realize that marketing or systems are your weak spots, that's where a plug-and-play online business can save you time and energy and boost your bottom line. It keeps things running in the background while you stay in your creative flow with the work that you actually enjoy. That's how I can keep enjoying my passion project running alongside my automated online income stream.
I hope this episode helped you move forward towards your goals and dreams. If so, please share with a friend who can benefit from it too. Maybe they're praying for a business breakthrough right now. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram with 𝙎𝙢𝙖𝙡 and on LinkedIn with my name, Veronica Kiefer Jonneberg. It would help me greatly if you would leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Have a peek at 𝙎𝙢𝙖𝙡.info where you can find out more about the online business system I chose to run alongside my knitwear business. That's 𝙎𝙎𝙖𝙡.info. It gives me a solid base of income and so much more I could ever wish for. I'd be happy to mentor you every step of the way. The link is also in the show notes. So keep your heads up, take consistent steps forward with your eyes on the prize. Then you have the best chances of succeeding to get where you want to be. See you next week and be blessed.